everyone. Welcome back to my channel, Bow and Arrow Tarot. Today we are doing the October love reading for the sign of Cancer. Gonna get right into it, Cancer. You guys show me so much love and pull out your romance angel messages for the month. Alright, stay optimistic about your love life, Cancer. And deception. Wow. Alright. Deception is not a card that comes up a lot, right? Let's pull out your animal spirits for the month and see what kind of animal spirits you might be resonating with. Animal spirits can be events, they can be personalities or energies. All right, they can represent a multitude of things coming into your life or that you may be resonating with within yourself, right? Depending on what you're going through. So just take what applies to you and throw the rest away, okay? Bumblebee energy, wow. Very industrious. Beautiful. We're going to get into it. And the lion. Wow. So we got air and fire, Cancer. Interesting, right? Very interesting. The lion is such a beautiful card. But let's go ahead. We're going to start off with the bumblebee. Bumblebee, bee energy. This is the card for the Democrat, the person who looks out for everyone, right? Equally, fairly. The bee is highly creative and industrious, very, very hard working, but working for the good of all, right? Bee personality individuals are really a joy to be around. This type of person resonates with a lot of optimism. They're the ones who are going to be arranging the parties for everyone. They're the ones who, like, you know, they do the logistics of getting everyone together. If you're in a social group, if you have a nice wide social group, the bumblebee energy is going to be the one who always patches up disagreements. They're going to be the one that everyone kind of always goes to for help, or they're the ones who that everyone really gets along with, right? Very, very sweet energy. And then we have lion, which this is air. We have fire here with the lion. The lion is the ultimate card in the animal spirit deck for self-transformation. Everything that the lion does is takes in, everything he does, everything he takes in, everything he pays his attention to must in some part impact his personal journey, his personal transformation. So oftentimes the lion can, for some people, the lion can come across as aloof or unavailable, right? Sort of someone that, you know, you can't really reach, right? Unreachable, unavailable. But that's just surface. For others who look deeper into the lion, they can see that it's just because the lion is so absolutely dedicated to becoming the best person they can be. They really don't have time for any trivialities. They don't have time for nonsense. If it doesn't apply to their life path, they simply don't pay attention to it. Right? And so in this way, they can really, you know, there's a depth to them that if you really understand the nature of the lion, you understand why they come across this way. They have this very prideful, regal attitude, but a lot of this is also, again, a standard that they choose to live up to, right? A way of being, of holding yourself, of carrying yourself, right? Very strong energy. So let's go ahead and get into your 9-card spread, Cancer. We're going to put these on the side here and keep them active in the reading so you can see them. All right, we're going to get your 9-card spread out. Now, of course, you know this reading can't possibly be for all Cancers. So again, just take what applies to your situation, right? What resonates with you. And then look at the weekly forecast, because the weekly forecast may also indicate what you may be going through. But this is indeed the love, October love reading. So this is specifically for the areas of love. For those of you who have Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, or Venus in Cancer. All right. All right. Let's get into it. 7 of Wands. Wow. Wheel of Fortune turning, and a Knight of Pentacles. There's your top row. Okay. Then we have the Chariot, another 7, Major Arcana 7. We have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and 6 of Wands, a victory coming in for you. Next 6 right back to back, 6 of Swords. Star, the next 7, 17. So both the Major Arcana 7s are up. It's quite interesting. And 3 of Wands. At the bottom of the deck, we have 8 of Swords. Okay, so that's very toxic energy, 8 of Swords. It's very victim energy in the sense of 8 of Swords individuals really like to blame the rest of the world for a lot of their trials and tribulations. Let's move all these cards up a little bit so you can see all of them. And then we're going to get right into your spread, Cancer. All right, the first thing we see, all right, guys, on this spread for October is that we see a predominance of 7s. All right, we have 7 of Wands. We have Chariot, Major 7, Major Arcana 7, and then 17 Star. We also have 2 6s. Well, 7 is the number for dreams and aspirations, and 6s are the number that represents a journey towards a harmonious connection or a harmonious life. It's an intention of wanting harmony, right, in certain areas of your life. And so this is what we're really talking about. In the center of the reading, you have the 9 of Cups, which talks about wish fulfillment. So some of you Cancers right now are very much dealing with a wish fulfillment in your love relationships that's very much tied to a dream that you have for yourself, a dream and aspiration that you have for yourself. Could be that some of you desire a family, you desire that love connection, and that's kind of part of who you are. And so, yes, this is very much a month of sort of manifesting your true desires and perhaps even starting on the path to attaining them with this Chariot. So let's get right into the top row. We have a 7 of Wands, Wheel of Fortune, and a Knight of Pentacles. And here we're talking about, 7 of Wands talks about you starting off your month having to really maintain your position. 7 of Wands talks about a battle. It talks about being attacked from all sides. But what's being attacked? Your ambition is being attacked. Your desire to manifest your dreams are being attacked. It can feel oftentimes like you against the world with 7 of Wands. You can see him there really battling, but Wands is the suit for creativity. So here we're not talking about a real battle, like a physical battle as you would see with swords. Here we're talking about a battle of wit, of creativity, right? So you're really being called to be clever in a particular situation and really to come up with solutions to certain obstacles. As a result, also this week, you have a Wheel of Fortune turning. So a lot of opportunities are coming in for you. And on the back of that Wheel of Fortune comes a Knight of Pentacles opportunity. This could indeed be an opportunity that has been a long time coming for you, Cancer. Okay, it could be a wish fulfillment in the area of your career, or your increasing of abundance, right? It's interesting for this to come out in the love reading because oftentimes when we have these sort of extraneous energies, right? Talking about pentacle energies and a love reading, we're talking about things in your life that need to be taken care of or that are integral to your love situation. If finances is integral to your love situation or your love connection, then finances are going to show up in a reading. And so for some of you Cancers, this Wheel of Fortune turning, this ability right now to take advantage of certain opportunities, specifically opportunities to increase your abundance, is something that you're going to need Because here we have now the Chariot. And the Chariot all talks about putting your ducks in a row and getting ready to go on a particular journey or path. This path is to your dream. It's to your aspiration because it's 7. 7 is the number of dreams and aspirations. So the Chariot talks about getting the path ready, getting the way ready. But the one thing with the Chariot is that the Chariot is indeed, once it sets on its way, oftentimes people misinterpret it as already being in motion. But you see, the Chariot is not in motion. It stands still. It's very much that coiled, I want to say that potential energy before it engages and becomes kinetic, right? And so here we're talking about the importance of laying the groundwork for your journey or your path, because once the Chariot is engaged, it will not deviate from the path. And it's going to take you somewhere, but it may not take you where you desire to go because you may not have cleared the way properly, right? And so this is the admonishment of the Chariot. It lets you know that you're about to take a journey. You're about to take a journey in your life that is very much towards your goals and aspirations, but you need to be very intentional about what it is you desire, right? And you need to be prepared and to set yourself up in such a way that so once you are on the path, it takes you where you need for it to go. And of course, like I said, some of you in the beginning of the reading, this is very much your wish fulfillment. You've desired this journey, right? You've desired this kind of like next stage in your life, right? And so you feel like you have a victory coming in. And I think the victory is coming because you know you're about to engage. The Chariot could be an offer from work. It could be an offer from friends. It could be for some of you, you may be moving. But this Chariot coming in later on towards the middle of the month is going to, and it can really present itself as an opportunity as well, right? An example of a Chariot opportunity, like I said, would be if you're in contact with someone or friends, and they say you're an artist or a painter, you have friends, and they suddenly are moving to Europe, and they say, hey, you know what, you can come with us, and there's a job there I know where we need an artist, yada yada, and then before you know it, you start laying the path to moving. That's a very real life example of what the Chariot is talking about, right? And so before you actually engage on this journey, you prepare yourself, right? And so that's Chariot energy. Now, after this battle here with a lot of obstacles and perhaps even individuals who may have been standing up against you, trying to make you feel as though you're not going to get where you want to get in your life, once this Chariot comes in, it's like a little victory for you, right? It's certainly a little victory for you because you have this 6 of Wands, and it's almost as if you're saying to these naysayers earlier in the month who are really giving you a hard time, look at me now, right? I got what I knew I was going to get, and this all resonates within the same month of October. So it's quite strong energy. It's very beautiful. And again, a lot of this is your ultimate wish fulfillment. It impacts your ultimate wish fulfillment in the area of relationships because we have a 9 of Cups. And 9 of Cups is wish fulfillment for a deeper connection and deeper relationship. So all of this will be indeed leading to this because it flanks this centered desire for you. Now, towards the end of the month, you have this victory. And so for some of you, you get ready to go on to this chapter in your life, this new journey. And it doesn't have to include moving, but it can very much include moving, right? We do still have stay optimistic and deception on the board. So you want to be a little bit careful this month because when you're planning this trip or when you're planning this new stage in your life, right? And you have this very public victory in the sense that somebody sees you're about to move forward, be careful because it's at times like this that people will indeed come in with deceptive means, nefarious means, negative energy, because it's almost like a beacon in the night when you do transformative work. It tends to draw in people who are working with opposite energy. They want to feed off of your energy. So whenever you're taking a leap forward for yourself, you always have to watch out for deception and things like that. 6 of Swords, Star, and 3 of Wands. So you know that your next step must necessarily involve a move towards a more harmonious way of life, right? So you know how to sort of prepare for it. You know, you're prepared to turn your back on sort of difficult situations. You want to move towards a place or move closer to where people are like-minded. This is also the Six of Swords energy. It's a desire to move away or be away from those who are not like you and move closer to your tribe, move closer to where you feel comfortable. This indeed can also indicate a journey, traveling. It can indicate traveling by boat, okay? But it certainly indicates more than anything a very intentional desire to be around more people that are like you, that make you feel comfortable, that inspire you rather than bring you down. This is a very important intentional decision that we need to make in our lives. It's the decision to not engage with negative individuals. And so here you are with that star energy coming in again. Really manifesting strongly what you want in your life. Star energy is an example of that. For instance, if you want a life, if your ultimate goal in life is to have a certain career, and to have a certain level of friendship, to have a certain connection in your love life, there are certain things that you have to do to attain that. You can't just wish for it, right? You also have to sow the seeds. You have to put the work in. You have to put the emotional work in, right? The star card is what talks about that. With the chariot, we talk about really getting ready and paving the way in a really real way. But with the star card, we understand that in order to really manifest your dreams, you really have to include all of yourself, right? It's not accidental. It requires you to really make the right decisions, think ahead, think of your life and your actions in your life in terms of who you really want to be and what you want for your life. So if you walk the walk and talk, you know what I mean? He who talks the talk and walks the walk has the life, right? Some people talk the talk, but they don't walk it. They don't really engage with it. The star energy talks about engaging. And so Cancer, you do that. You start to really make very real steps in a lot of ways towards being who you truly want to be in this life, towards achieving that ambition for yourself, that desire for yourself. And right now, towards the end of the month, you realize that you may need to exercise a little bit of patience. Things may not be moving as quickly as you desire, Cancer, because Three of Wands is the card for patience. It's also the card for virtue. So again, with Three of Wands to come on the tail of that star, it may just be that some of your plans do require patience, because they require you to make those plans the right way. They require you not to be too hasty, and to, again, make sure that everything you're doing, every step that you're taking, every decision that you're making is in line with your truest desire for yourself, your character, your spiritual growth, your emotional growth. Sometimes moving out in the world, right, or moving forward here with this Chariot energy takes a moment. Sometimes you have to wait and make sure that everything else is slotted in place. And with star card energy, we're talking about making sure that you are emotionally ready to make this move forward. Interestingly enough, you do have this Eight of Swords. Now, there may be somebody in this group or around you, because interesting, you have B too. So B energy is there to help everyone around you, and certainly your friends, right? And to be very sort of, like I said, the great mediator in a way. But there's some energy here with this Eight of Swords where somebody's they may be playing guilty, putting you through a guilt trip. They may be upset with your desire to move or your desire to make these big changes. And they're going to really be resonating with a lot of toxic energy here with this Eight of Swords. It may require the personality who's resonating with B energy to kind of come in and smooth this over. If this is a case of a lover, not a lover, a friend. I don't feel that it's a lover. I feel like this is going to be somebody who may be a close friend of yours. Because for those of you who are in a love relationship, there's really not anything. This is resonating for somebody who's about to make a big change in their life, right? And this big change is all about their desire to have a connection. So this reading isn't for those Cancers out there that are already connected, in a healthy relationship. This is certainly for you Cancers who are at a point in your life where you're desiring to have that connection, but there's still a lot of work that needs to be done on the other areas of your life for you to truly be happy enough to manifest this dream. I would say that a lot of you Cancers are resonating with lion energy in the sense that you are going through a self-transformation, right? Trying to be a better you. Just watch out for this deception. Watch out for some of this toxic energy coming in. And that's it. I'm going to call it, Cancer. This is your October reading in the area of love. All right. I do hope it resonated with you. I know that most of my viewers are actually not subscribers, and that's fine too. But if you like my readings and you like my style, then go ahead. You can always hit that subscribe. It does help me to continue to grow. You can always hit the bell and get notified on all the other Cancer videos. And if not, just come back and check me out periodically, because I do continue to upload throughout the week. But for right now, Cancer, I'm just going to say have a wonderful month of October following your dreams. And I'll check you out mid-October for the love checkup. Bye, y'all.